What's good, everyone? It's Johnny Lim, the backpacking biologist, the hot chocolate Asian, your Sherpa to the natural world. And today we're in Grand Tetons National Park. I'm joined today with my buddy Russell.
Morning.
Come from the East Coast. It is morning. We're super excited. Russ is my travel buddy. We met in Costa Rica in 2010.
9, I think. It's
9?
10 years ago.
Of 12 now.
12 years
Maybe
ago.
13.
Holy cow.
It's crazy. So I met you when you were 19, right?
I was 19 years old.
I was 21.
I went down there alone to do the volunteer trip. Didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
Met Johnny down there. Immediately hit it off going off to, what was the name of that place we went every single night to go dancing?
Barnena.
Barnena, every single night. You know, I brought 6 books. I didn't read a single book, but I went to the bar every night.
You know what's funny is on this trip I brought like 5 books, but you just never do it, you know?
No, you know, I saw this woman on the plane. I was gonna, you know, she had a book. I always bring books on the plane, and then I don't read the book. So I read about 6 pages, maybe 4 pages, and then go to her iPad, and I was gonna say something to her.
What movie did you watch? You watched Zoolander,
I
right?
watched Zoolander for about the 30th time.
Yeah, so the trip that we're doing, we're going to Solitude Lake. If we can make it, it's gonna be 16 miles round trip, around 2,700 feet elevation gain, which is a lot. And the exciting thing is that there's a ton of snow, and we actually rented snowshoes. And I've never used snowshoes before.
I haven't either. I haven't
haven't used
backpacked in about 8 years, so Johnny gets to have a fun little time towing me behind him.
But oh yeah, it's gonna be cold too. The low is supposed to be 20 degrees, but we'll see. We're gonna end up around 8,500 feet. That's our goal, to get to 8,500 feet elevation. And we're starting at 6,000.
So my camping trip is inspired by Amazon.com. So we will see if the very attractive looking gear performs as well as it looks.
I have a good feeling about it.
If not, Johnny's gonna be stuck spooning with me all night, so it's a bad situation for both of us.
I feel like he's gonna break his gear on purpose just for that. Hey Johnny, I'm a little cold. All right, we are finally ready to hit the trail. Took a little bit, we got the permits.
Upside down so you can't read it, but it's there.
And it's super hot. It's like way hotter than we initially thought. It has to be like at least 60 now.
It's hot.
Yeah, we're sweating. All right, let's do it. This is crazy. The views are insane, and we just started.
And now look at this, man. We still got 7.5 miles to go. First quarter mile. Already looks like a dream.
Yeah, a lot of people say that this is their favorite hike ever. And I did this hike back in 2012 during the summertime, so there was no snow, and I was in the best shape of my life. Also, we weren't backpacking, so I had no pack, me and my buddy, and we just climbed it up and with flip-flops. Back in the day.
I saw some people saying on all trails that they saw some people hiking it in flip-flops and board shorts, and maybe that was you. It was this year, but
oh, this year?
Looks like you've inspired some people many years down the line.
Maybe. That's
Must
my
be
goal.
Some California kids.
But the big lake we're walking by is Jenny Lake. I don't think we could have picked a better day than today. It's a good day to be alive. All right, we're starting to climb up towards Solitude Lake. Everything's been a breeze so far. Just all flat, but now it's just all snow. So, we're probably gonna, Russ is putting on his gaiters right now. If you don't know what gaiters are, they're these almost like shin guards that cover up the hole in your shoe. So let's say if you step in a hole like this, snow won't go into your shoe. Oh my God, that's a grouse? What kind of bird's that? You see that, Russ? I'm not really a bird person. But he's putting gaiters on. I might wait a little bit. We'll see until we put the snowshoes on.
What you call this, potholing?
Post holing. elk droppings right here.
Oh, giant elk, giant poop.
Yeah, these are the sizes of like little Laffy Taffies or something.
Almost looks like a little chocolate treat.
Yeah, I mean, Native Americans used to.
And flip up the heel stop.
So Russ, what do you think of the snowshoes?
I love the snowshoes. This is so much easier to walk in. I mean, I'm still thinking, but I'm not post-holing at all.
Yeah, it feels like we're walking on a cloud now, rather than a sinkhole.
All right, so when a normal hiker would look at these, they think they only serve one purpose, right? Stairs. But they serve two purposes. There's stairs and there's a thing called check dams. So check dams are used to stop the flow of water and slow it down, because when you slow down water, the sediment drops out. So what that does is it preserves the trail. The faster the speed of the water, the more sediment it picks up, therefore eroding more of the trail, making it last less long. So what they do is they put these check dams there. Usually they'd be at an angle off to the side, and they're actually never used or never installed typically by the Park Service. It's usually volunteers that come out and do this.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I know that because I did that 13 years ago over in Arizona.
My man. Would you say that the roots naturally exposed because of that? Or did they choose this area because the roots were exposed?
I'd say that the roots are naturally exposed, so the water took the lowest point. Water always is going to find the lowest point. I'm in construction and we always say follow the water, right? So it found the lowest point, and then in order to stop the erosion here and provide a step, the water would come down here, it would slow down in speed. As it slows down in speed, the sediment drops, the water shoots over and around and continues to move down.
Beautiful. I had no idea about that.
So that's why if you see a trail that's really gutted out, there's usually no check dams on it, and there's a, the center of the trail will have like a very steep, like a little gully in it.
Yeah, it's like a ravine.
It's a ravine, just like the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon was caused by a bunch of sediment that was continually over millions of years eroding, and the pieces of the sediment were eroding the pieces of the rock. It's not the water that does it, it's the pieces of the particles inside of the water.
That is phenomenal. Thank you, Russ.
You're welcome. What's the rule? Don't look at the camera?
Yep. Look at how deep this hole is. That's like close to 4 feet. If we didn't have these bad boys, we'd be that deep right now.
Oh man. Hilarious video. I love that.
Oh, that sound. You're part of my YouTube channel now.
There we go. I'll leave a comment in one of your videos.
Please, I'd really appreciate it.
So you're going to string all these together. And then like, put like breaks with the
So we're in this awkward spot where there's no snow. So for the last like 5 minutes, we've been just hiking on the rocks, but I don't want to take off my shoes. And everyone keeps on saying snow's gonna be pretty deep later on, so let's just keep them on. A little noisy, but we'll survive.
to eat lunch.
An hour? Wait an hour before we eat lunch?
That would be...
No, I'd like to eat sooner than that. So Russ smelt the pickle almonds in my breath and said, hey, let me have one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get his reaction.
Heard that. I give it a 7.9 out of 10.
Very nice. Why not an 8?
I don't give 8s that liberally.
All right, we made it to this sweet little river bend and we're gonna have lunch now. Finally nice to take off the snowshoes. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good. Halfway there about. Not as bad as I thought.
Definitely not as bad, especially the weather's making it really nice.
Weather's perfect out right now. I think we're probably 55 and sunny.
It's actually making the snow a little slushy as well, which isn't too ideal. My toes are wet. We're gonna have to deal with that later on. But look at this river. Nice.
Just peas it out. That's it.
That's it.
Gravity.
We could also squeeze it, but I like this method.
Press twice for 1 liter. Stick it in. Let it begin.
All right, so Russ, you're using a Steri pen, right?
Yes, sir.
First time using it?
Second time. I've never owned one, but back when I was camping a lot in Arizona back in 2009, my buddy had one. Which is the reason why I got this. He swore by it.
And you never got sick from it, yeah?
Never got sick from it.
All right. And do you know why it works?
I don't. How does it work?
All right. Well, this emits UV light, right?
Right.
Right. So
It's a UV pen.
It's a UV pen, so it emits a UV light. So UV light is actually extremely dangerous to any kind of living organism. What it does is it breaks your DNA. So do you remember in biology you have these things called nucleotides? These are these bases. You have adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine.
Sure.
Yeah, part of DNA, right? So what UV light does is it creates a bridge between two thymines. So if a thymine is next to each other, they form a bond, a covalent bond that's really strong, and it breaks your DNA. So any kind of thymine that's next to each other gets broken. Bacteria, they're unicellular organisms. You break their DNA, you're essentially going to kill them. They can't function anymore. And that's also why UV light is harmful for humans. If it reaches our cells, it creates thymine dimers, and they cause breaks in our DNA, and that's how you actually can make cancer, right?
Interesting.
But what we have a lot of proteins in our cell that actually protects us. It's called annealing. It reanneals the DNA, like molds them back together, kind of like a zipper. And also, what else do we have? We have melanin, right? Melanin protects our cells from UV damage.
So what you're telling me is any of the organisms that could be in this water don't have these cells that we have, so it effectively renders them harmless.
Exactly. So essentially you are using your UV light and you're cooking them, frying them from the inside, and you're still ingesting them. The organisms are still there. It's just they're dead, so they can't produce any kind of harmful toxins or hurt your stomach.
Well, here's to dead organisms.
Yes.
Good soup.
That's good.
Tasty.
It's tasty.
I kind of want to taste that. We ride together, we die together.
Bad boys for life, baby.
Bad boys for life.
We ain't going nowhere.
No, I don't want to get copywritten. You sound too close to it. You know what's? It actually tastes good. Isn't that the crazy thing?
It just doesn't. I thought it was gonna taste like shit. Well, not shit, but like dirt or whatever was in here. This tastes like good spring water.
The Arrowhead water that we had last night was worse than this. That's
great.
tasty. That's really good.
So my only question is the little bits and pieces of water that are on the rim. That's not gonna kill me, right?
No.
We'll find out.
Yeah. We got a long day. All right, time for lunch. Is it going off?
Yeah.
Maybe because of the wind.
All the time. Ah, very, very smart. It's fork is good, but it's collapsible. I can only stir one direction.
That's why you need one of these long ones.
Well, that's a spork too. Saving some time there.
Is this your first backpackers ever?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
What'd you get?
I got chicken fried rice, with green peas, onions, carrots, mushrooms, which is delicious.
Alright, I got the chicken dumplings. I've never had this before.
We'll do a thing here, alright? Each meal we're gonna film, we're gonna rate our meals on a scale of 1 to 10.
Alright. Well, I don't know if I've ever had a 10. I've definitely had a 8.5, maybe close to a 9, which is mac and cheese. Save the rating for the end because
Yes.
I find that like everything tastes really good in the beginning because you're starving. You have to wait. This is so good. The
How spicy is it?
habanero condiment. Here, try it.
Dollop here.
Sponsor me.
Is that too much of a dollop?
No, it's perfect. It's actually
yeah.
tasty. You know?
Oh yeah. My smoking cessation prescription. Fast eater.
Oh, you didn't even. You know what? I didn't even get to try yours.
Oh shit. Yeah.
This was supposed to be an Asian buffet. We got the dumplings, we got the fried rice. Here, try to.
Now I feel really bad because I rank mine higher than yours.
Really?
Yeah, here, have,
Got it?
have, there's a little in there. You can
Should I just lick the inside?
yeah, just
like
rip
a
the
dog?
bag open and lick it. I'm serious. Add some of that rice.
No. Whoa. It's almost got like a smoky flavor to it.
It's probably your hot sauce.
No, I don't think so. Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Really good.
So what's
So
this-
what would you rate that?
So it's hard for me to rate this one because it's my first one ever.
And you need to compare it to something, right?
But I had that. I would give this an 8.3.
8.3.
8.3.
That was pretty good. I would get that one again. I think I'd give this like a 7.7.
Okay. I would say it's between 7.5 and no, I'd go between 7 and 7.5 for me.
Yeah, a little lower.
Yeah.
I rate that because I'd get this again. I do like the consistency if it's like super cold. If it was really cold, this would be, I think, a lot better.
I can already tell from how my legs are feeling from sitting down. I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
I'm like halfway only.
I know.
What a view.
It's incredible.
Uh-oh. Black Hawk down.
Oh boy. Look at that giant dong impression.
That wasn't from you, was it?
Nope, that was me.
I think it was there already.
Yep.
So we've been trekking along this whole time. Our legs are getting a little fatigued. You can tell we're getting a little squirrely here and there. But what's nice is it's all snow now. We don't have to worry about going from snow to not snow or melted slush. The sun is covered. But it just seems like every time we go to a new pass, we see new mountains. And it looks amazing. Hey, that mountain over there,
Yeah.
looks to the right. It looks like the mountain in Mulan where the Huns came down and then she had to shoot the side to create an avalanche. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing.
Hopefully there's some avalanches this time.
Yeah. So we finally reached the Fork Junction. We've been hiking for nearly 7 hours, or moving for 7 hours. That's what All Trail says. And now this is basically where it splits. You can either go left to the south campground or right to the north campground. We're going to be going right to the north campground, and we assume that our campsite is about a mile in, which is really needed because it's already 6 p.m.
6:10.
The sun's gonna set, well, I should say it's gonna be completely dark by 9. So we'd like to get to the camp in an hour. We still have to set up, and my socks are soaking wet and cold, so I need to wring those bad boys out. But what's cool is if you look at the trail that we're gonna go to, no one's been walking there, so we're gonna actually be trailblazing, which will probably be better since the ice is probably gonna be a little bit more packed. It'll be easier to walk on it. We've been relying a lot on our All Trails map because there is no trail. It's really hard to find a trail here because no one's really hiked it before. And there's supposed to be a bridge that we're gonna cross. You know, we've already crossed a few bridges. This is not what we were expecting.
There's a safer way.
Yeah?
There's a safer way right there. Because when we get to the other side,
The rocks?
yeah, when you get to the other side and you try to step on that thing, it's just gonna break off.
I don't think so. I mean that could work too, but it's just getting out to the middle rocks. See, like how do you, there's a log there.
To rock, to rock over.
Either way, we're gonna take off our snowshoes and we'll figure it out. We're gonna see which one's better. Ooh, yeah, try not to slide all the way down here. Woo-hoo!
I'm a skier too.
Oh shit, dude, huge. Maybe it's good we didn't cross the log. All right, dead center. This looks so sketch. Wow. The landscape totally changed. Oh wow. Russ, look behind us.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
This is the coolest hike I've ever done.
Yes, 100%.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Okay, they weren't really exaggerating when people said it's the most beautiful hike they've ever done.
You seeing what's behind us over here? Look at this.
And the crazy thing is 360. Look. We're just surrounded by giant mountains. This is, I've never hiked anything like this before. But we are so close to camp, so close. Let's do it. Oh, we found our spot finally. A really flat spot, but we're just excited about the view. Like, is this even real life? Oh my God, check out our spot. Nice and flat. So, we're gonna set up camp. And then I'm gonna wring out my really wet socks. Russ, what do you think about this place?
I think it's pretty sweet. Probably #1 place. Definitely #1 place I've ever hiked.
Number one. All right, we're gonna head to the river. water bladder. This is 4 liters, so hopefully this is all we have to fill up for the rest of the night, because we do not want to walk here late at night. I just can't stop looking at it.
Oh, you feel so insignificant.
It's, how can it be that big and that close? I can't. It feels like it should be way farther, but it's so close. All right, let's try not to fall in, yeah?
Yeah.
Woo! Oh yeah. I can't reach it. Woo! Oh dude, that's a ledge. That's a ledge. Oh my god, it's so sketch. I just walked under that. Oh my god. This whole thing is a ledge. The water's really warm. I can't believe I just walked on that, dude. I don't know how I'm gonna reach this. Cold! Here, I'm gonna throw this to you too. I just don't want any extra weight. Oh man, that was so sketch. I like literally, I looked under there and it was a cave.
I saw it, I was like, Jut!
Oh my god.
You know what, there's also some nice rocks to rest your ass up against while you poop.
Ooh, so guys, we have our tents up right there. You can see that. Mountain's still beautiful. All we're gonna do now is just cook dinner. We both have some dehydrated meals from Mountain House. I have mac and cheese. He's got, what'd you get?
Chili.
Chili mac. He's got the chili mac going on. And we're just gonna call it a night. We're pretty tired. And the plan tomorrow is to wake up early somewhat and head over to Solitude Lake. And we're still about 2 miles away from that, so that means we're adding another 4 miles to our hike tomorrow on our way back. So definitely this view paid off 100%. So impressed with this place. Can't wait to see what Solitude Lake looks like, and I'm sure we're gonna be the only ones there. So
absolutely, we haven't seen anybody in 3.5 hours.
We're the only peoples here. We're the only peoples here. All right, good night, guys. Good morning, everybody. Russ is up. He's already out. I've been really lazy. I've been staying in bed for a little bit. I had an interesting time sleeping last night. Kept on waking up. I woke up and my Thermarest sleeping pad was completely deflated. And I think I deflated it. I don't know. I think I was like one of those, like, I don't know, weird fever dreams where I was just moving, or maybe I was like sleepwalking or sleep deflating.
Common camping issue people have is sleep deflating, Johnny. I'm sure you know about it.
It was odd. Like, it was just not completely deflated, but I turned the valve to deflate it. So it had to be me. I don't know what was going on there. Here's the predicament. Well, let me tell you first. We're going to make coffee, and we're not going to go to Solitude Lake anymore because we're both pretty tired, and then Russ's knee feels a little bad. So we're just going to head back. Yeah, we're going to make coffee. The real predicament is our socks are soaking wet. It's still pretty cold. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook them in our pots and try to evaporate all the water from them. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that works, because I've been really lazy. I didn't even want to leave the tent because I know that I'm going to be wet. But I am excited to see what the view looks like. Let's check it out. Okay, cancel that sock idea. Russ cooked his sock in his pan and it started melting onto it. So
You can zoom in. Yeah. We call this sock oatmeal.
all right, now I can actually see myself. I wiped out the condensation from the lens. But Russ is going to be eating granola with the raisins.
Had a little issue with the moisture content of it, so pouring out the excess water. Can't wait.
You want to keep that though because it's going to be almond milk.
Almond milky.
Yeah, just treat it more like a cereal now.
Let's taste test. Mmm.
How good is that?
Delicious.
Right?
You'd think we were at a restaurant right now.
Uh-huh. All right, so we're all packed up from camp. Well, nearly, pretty much there. My socks have been out here drying and I think they're dry now. So that solves that problem. It took us about 8 hours to get here. So 8 hours moving time. We're hoping we're gonna shave off 2 hours on our way back. It should be a breeze.
It should be a breeze. It should be a breeze.
The weather's actually warm and we are making such great time. But Russ's knee is bothering him, so we are taking it a little slower. But man, it's crazy. We are changing so much elevation. I had no idea how high we were climbing yesterday. And it's like, no wonder we're going so slow, but we're like skiing down, it feels like. What? What's what? It's a marmot. It looks so conspicuous. Hey! 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 Wow. Ass. You! Wee! Oh no, you're doing a squat. Oh.
Shit.
Oh no. That's right, no one's gonna see this. Oh shit, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's kind of funny. I can't control my body at all.
I still think you're cool.
Thanks, Johnny. I think you're cool too.
What? You're not just saying that. Oh, this. Whoa! I was just saying, this is deep, watch out. We make it to the right. Go to the right. You missed it. Huh?
See it? Right above your head? On a tree branch.
Oh my God. That thing's huge.
That's some majestic stuff right there.
Yeah. All up in this bullshit.
Uh-huh.
All the animals are out now. I hear a squirrel.
Is that an animal?
Yeah, a squirrel's an animal.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that big wood thing over there.
Oh yeah, we veered.
How far?
It's over there. Ow! Going crazy.
He's losing it. He's going
Yeah, we have to cross one more. Oh my God. Yeah, just. Oh! Are we there yet?
Dear child.
Should be a breeze.
I mean, that looks like the trail right there, but.
Very slow motion.
That was so slow.
I wish I had that on.
Yeah, it took us too far.
What?
I took us too far this way.
Works, right?
Michael Jackson over here.
I can't do it.
Time to ski. Whoop. Ah. That's the ticket. Move over, Grandpa. Ah. All right, we made it back. It took, let's get the official numbers actually. 17.1 miles, moving time 12 hours, 12 minutes and 21 seconds. So, Russ, how would you rate that trail? Keeping in mind that the last part of that hike was extremely rough. Extremely rough.
So overall rating?
Overall rating.
I still give it like a 9.8.
9.8 out of 10.
The reason it doesn't get a full 10 is because the snow was too slushy, and the other people had made those tracks. So what was difficult was other people had made tracks in the snow, and it was slushy. So your feet, as you walked, would start to slide into the various other feet holes. So, it really challenged your core strength as you had a heavy pack on. So that made it difficult. But other than that, this is the best hike I've ever been on, and also the most challenging hike I've ever been on.
Yeah, to go along also with that, the holes. There were like these places where, if there was a stream underneath, you wouldn't even know, and there's like snow on top of that, and you could like fall right through, and you could fall in these holes everywhere. We did that a few times, so it definitely did make it challenging. But honestly, I'll give it a 10 because, when it comes to snow camping, that's kind of what it comes with the territory, like I don't think it's ever going to be like perfect like that, but as far as like what the trail can offer and what the camping offered was unbelievable. Like all the stuff we did yesterday, even today, was really cool. And even though I felt like we were going a little crazy, I was going a little crazy at the end. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. My legs are jello right now. That not only was the best hike I've ever done, that was the most challenging by far.
Yeah.
I don't actively hike very often, so this put my body to a test.
But you did so good, man.
I appreciate that.
You're really good. Proud of you, man. But yeah, we were in the talks. We're probably going to do it some summer eventually. We want to try to get up to Lake Solitude.
And do the loop. So there's another canyon. We were in Cascade Canyon. That's on the southern side. And on the northern side of Solitude is Paintbrush Canyon, which apparently right now is all snowed in. So you can do a loop. You can hit 3 campsites and 3 days, 2 nights. That's the next goal here.
So mark our words. We're going to document this. We're going to do that eventually. 1 year. Not this summer. Not this summer.
Yes, but a summer. Not
Yes.
winter.
There's going to be no snow at all. But thanks for joining us, guys. We had a lot of fun and hope you learned a lot. So, I'm the backpack meteorologist. Thank you.